What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to my YouTube channel. So you got 99 problems, and an EcoBoost Mustang that doesn't make over 300 wheel horsepower is one of them. Chances are you're suffering from low H. That's low horsepower. And boy, do the guys and gals over at COBB Tuning have a solution for you. So last week, October 4th, COBB Tuning made it official that they have released support for the 2018 EcoBoost Mustang. If you're like me, you've been waiting forever, hitting that refresh button on the COBB Tuning home website over and over and over. But it's now official, so let's make it official. And the results are in. And I'm sorry to say that you have the suds. Nah, just kidding. What I have here is a Dyno Graph generously provided by COBB Tuning. This Dyno Graph is actually of my car. So I'm going to read off the stock horsepower and torque numbers for you. So let's check that out. So stock horsepower was 256 wheel horsepower, and then the maximum torque was 347.23. So as we can see, that's a lot of loss in horsepower as compared to the rated 310 crank horsepower from the factory. But that's what you would expect with a rear-wheel drive vehicle and after factoring drivetrain loss, right? So after installing the Stage 3 components and flashing the ECU with the Stage 3 93 octane tune from COBB, we see a significant improvement in those numbers. So the maximum power, ready for this? 322 wheel horsepower. Ladies and gentlemen, the EcoBoost Mustang is now over 300 wheel horsepower. We do not suffer from low H anymore. It's a beautiful day, ladies and gentlemen. Give a big round of applause for COBB Tuning. You ready for the torque, though? Are you ready for the torque? I don't think you're ready. Check this out. 399 foot-pounds of torque. Basically, 400 foot-pounds of torque. Keep in mind, this was done in Austin, Texas, in August. If you know anything about Texas in August, you know, it's hella hot. So I'll go ahead and post a picture for you guys to check out for yourself, to look at it a little bit more in detail. But again, thank you so much to COBB Tuning for providing this Dyno Graph for me. So just a few more things to talk about in terms of running the Stage 3 93 octane tune is miles per gallon. So when I ran my car in a stock application, the average MPG as calculated by the car itself averaged at 25.4 miles per gallon. After I got the car back, I resetted everything, of course, and then I went on with my daily commutes, going to work, coming back to work, and then weekend driving as well. The car has now stabilized between 26.5 and 26.7. 26.5, that's the low for driving in the city, and 26.7, that's the high for driving on the highway. So you can definitely see that there is a significant increase in average MPG, which is definitely a plus. Seeing that the car makes more horsepower and torque, you would expect a lower average MPG, but actually in my case it actually went up. So I've been reading on some of the forums and I've been seeing that a lot of people say that COBB tunes are conservative, meaning that they're a little bit more restricted such that they could push the car to make more horsepower and more torque, but they choose not to. For all EcoBoost Mustang owners out there, I think it's actually in our best interest to not try to maximize horsepower and torque. And I think it's better that COBB actually makes their tunes conservative. I don't know if that's actually true or not. COBB didn't tell me straight up. I've just heard this from what people talk about on the forums. But again, remember the EcoBoost Mustang, as compared to the other platforms that COBB supports, the EcoBoost Mustang is not a performance-driven car. That's one of the unique things about it, as compared to the Evo or the WRX STI or the Mazda Speed or the Volkswagen GTI or the Nissan GTR or Porsche or anything like that. Remember, the EcoBoost Mustang is a more affordable option, and it's not like the Shelby GT350 or something. It's essentially a step below the Mustang GT, whereas the Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution is a step above the just regular Mitsubishi Lancer. So for COBB Tuning to put tunes out there that make that much horsepower and torque, I think is pretty remarkable. And yes, I understand that the Stage 3 package is, quite a bit of money. It's not a cheap package, but the thing that's really good about COBB is that you can work your way up to that package. You can move sequentially from Stage 0 all the way to Stage 3, whereas, for example, jumping into a big turbo kit, you're committed to a lot of things already. You're committed to the whole big turbo kit, you're committed to most likely upgrading your exhaust system, having to tune it, and so that's gonna increase in price dramatically. But whereas with COBB, you can start off essentially from Stage 0 with the COBB Access Port. Remember that the Access Port opens you up to a network of pro tuners out there that can help you achieve the horsepower and torque numbers that you want for your EcoBoost Mustang or any other platform that is supported by COBB Tuning. So you don't have to go the whole Stage 3 route. You can start off with their Access Port and then branch off to a pro tuner from there, which I think is really cool. But, if you're going to upgrade your intake, your front mount intercooler, and your turbo, and you're going to get a turbo back exhaust system, do it with COBB because they make really good products. One more thing that I want to talk about after running the Stage 3 package for a little bit over a month now, I've checked the oil catch can. So in terms of the EcoBoost Mustang being stock and checking it at the 1,000 mile interval with the catch can installed, I made a previous video where I got less than a milliliter collected. So I've gotten the chance to check it again about 2,500 miles, an interval of 2,500 miles with the catch can installed, and check it out. So this is a graduated cylinder here with the oil that's been collected. I'm not sure if it's focusing, but it's reading at about 7.2, 7.3 milliliters. That's a significant increase in the amount of oil that is collected from the catch can now after running the Stage 3 package. So if you're going to modify your EcoBoost Mustang to try to achieve these same horsepower and torque numbers, I think it would probably be in your best interest to invest in a good catch can, because as you can see, that's proof right there that there's going to be a lot more blow-by going through the PCV system. So I'm not sure if there's any hardcore evidence out there showing that a catch can is beneficial. I haven't really researched it that much, but to be honest, that right there is enough evidence for me to justify running a catch can. Because for me, that shows that there's a greater chance of engine sludge building up in the intake as well as the engine, and if a catch can prevent that, I mean, as by filtering out all that oil, then by all means. Anyways, I just wanted to make this video to share the horsepower and torque numbers with you guys and to give you an idea of how much horsepower and torque you can make with your EcoBoost Mustang running the Stage 3 package and a 93 octane tune. Again, remember, these aren't exact numbers, conditions vary as well as dynos, but those numbers give you a good ballpark figure as to where your EcoBoost Mustang will lie in terms of power and torque after installing these components. So if you liked the video, make sure to hit that thumbs up button. Also leave a comment down below. Consider subscribing, because in the next video, we're going to go ahead and put the EcoBoost Mustang up against a test. A test where I think the EcoBoost Mustang belongs, and we're going to see how that Stage 3 package performs on the car. So anyways, again, thank you so much to COBB Tuning. Thank you so much for watching. As always, I'm Steven, out here hanging out, having fun. See you in the next video.